like that. I like mine like this.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's dope. Because, regular cup noodles, they say you got to fill it up until it just comes over the thing, and then you put it in the microwave.
Yeah, so I do that, and then I put it in the microwave for 10 minutes. And it just absorbs all the water.
10 minutes? I'm surprised the container lasts that long.
You can always put it in a bowl and do the same thing.
What up, people? Welcome back to Small Couch Reviews. It's your boy Sam.
It's your boy Joey.
Today we have a very black movie called The Blackening. It's in the title. Had an early presser for it. Thanks again to the Grand Shucket, always helping us out. Stick around to the end of the video, hear a little bit about them. They also do reviews just like us, except they write them out, so they can do a lot more. All right. So yeah, The Blackening. I mean, if you've seen the trailer, you might not have seen the trailer. I don't know how mainstream this is, but it is really just a group of 7 black friends meet up for a 10-year Juneteenth reunion in a cabin in the woods.
Yes.
Which they make fun of because black people don't do that.
That's the movie.
Right? They meet up at a cabin in the woods, and I mean, then there's a killer amongst them there's a killer there who is hunting them down. And as black people, who have seen a bunch of horror movies, hilarity ensues as they try to escape this person. And the tagline for the movie is "We can't all die first," and it's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get right into this, yo. So first off, let me say this. I want to say who the movie stars. It stars Jay Farrow, Yvonne Orji, from Insecure, the best friend, whose name was it Monica? No. Oh my gosh, but the best friend, I forget her name right now. Ex Mayo, who you might know from The Daily Show. I don't know if you know who that is, but Melvin Gregg, who I remember I watched him back when he was on Vine. I'm glad he's still doing things.
Right, yeah, he's a sketch comedy artist.
Antoinette Robertson, she was on this show called The Haves and Have-Nots. It's not a good show. Then we have Dwayne Perkins and Grace Byers. They fell out the cast. And I'm sorry. I've also forgot Jermaine Foster and Sinqua Wallace, who is just in the remake of White Men Do Not Jump. Or White Men Can't Jump.
White Men Do Not Jump.
White Men Can't Jump. Which was not a great movie. But anyway.
The original or the remake?
The remake was not a great movie.
I refused to watch it.
The original was pretty good. But anyway. So they round out our cast. Now I wanted to say their names because I actually enjoy the actors. But in a movie like this, it's really, I mean, none of these characters have depth, right? So you're not really going to remember the characters. I don't remember the characters' names. And, it's funny because when you watch the preview, this movie could, if you're in the culture, this movie could scare you. Because you could be like, this could be extremely corny.
Right.
Like, for example, a Marlon Wayans movie, when you see the previews, and for me, this is my experience with his movies. I see the previews, and there's a joke in there that I'm like, wow, that was really funny. That made me laugh.
Right.
Then I go to the movie, and I'm like, oh, so that's like that was the funny part of this movie, joke. Right? And it's just joke after joke after joke after joke that they hope carries the movie.
Yeah.
And if the jokes don't hit, then you're just gonna be bored. Now this movie is very similar to that, but I will say for the most part, the jokes do hit. Like we were laughing a fairly large part of it.
If you follow us on Instagram, our little write up for what we're going to see is it's very culturally specific.
Yeah,
everything about it.
This movie was made for black people.
Yes,
it like no doubt about it. It was made for black people. It was made to make us laugh. And yeah, we did. And that's really the strength of this movie. Like, I mean, let me say, I think that, like I said, the jokes hit, the tropes, it's like, oh, should we split up? And people looking at them like, black people don't split up.
Yeah.
There's like a trivia game about black people that was pretty funny.
It looks hilarious.
Yeah, man. And then, there's one, There's one amongst them, I guess, who they call he's not black enough.
But,
And, yeah. And, watching them interact with him was funny. But, I mean,
no.
that's really the movie. Like, it's really just there to make you laugh. Like I said, there is no depth at all.
No.
Even, like, the killers who are shown, like, you really don't know anything about them.
There's only one thing that I caught about halfway through, which kind of like, I was like, oh, so that's gonna be the twist.
Oh, well, no, I saw that too.
Yeah.
You could pretty much see the quote-unquote twist coming.
Yeah, and it's like, damn, that makes it even worse because I don't like when I can see, even though I do it often, it was like very obvious.
Very obvious. But I mean, like, that's the thing. The story in this movie wasn't that great.
No.
So, like, at the beginning of the movie, like, before the actual, I guess, killing starts or the game starts, because basically the movie is Black Scream. That's what it's trying to be. It's trying to be Scream for black people.
Yes.
It's very self-aware. But before, like, I guess the killing starts, there's a lot of, like, dialogue and setup and talking about friendships and this person doesn't like this person for this reason, and you're like, you really don't care.
No.
So the first 20 minutes, I will say, is actually kind of slow.
They try to do what Sam is saying it didn't do. They try to build the relationship and build these characters up, but in reality, it didn't do anything for the story. Because if they were just 7 random people, it would have felt the same. Exactly.
It would have felt he perfectly right. If it was 7 random people, the same jokes would have been told. You would have laughed at the same things. Right. So, yeah. That part really actually didn't work for me. But, I mean, yeah, once
there's some internal conflict within Friends that didn't add to the story either, because their internal conflict did not change the outcome of the killings or anything like that.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Like,
yeah, I can't really think of anything really else to say. I'm probably gonna so there's not like one thing that made you, that was like, wow, this is really amazing.
No.
There isn't really one thing, I think, that was like, oh god, this is god awful. Yeah. It was just, it made me laugh when it made me laugh. Each character had their moment to make me laugh. Each character did something funny.
Hey, it had that.
Yeah.
The shit was funny. It was funny. Like, it was funny for us.
Yeah.
And that's it. I can't give you that. There's no award-winning performances in this. This story wasn't a great story. It's like it wasn't gory enough for me. I was like, this is supposed to be a horror film, and honestly, it's not. It's a comedy.
Honestly, yeah. I was about to say, there wasn't any. Was there any blood?
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, like this much, like a wet spot. Yeah. That's.
I mean, yeah, like we said, it's nothing that's gonna knock your socks off.
The best way I can.
The beginning was pretty. The beginning was pretty. I mean, the very beginning, like the first, I guess, the cold open.
Yeah.
Was okay.
Yeah.
Then they got into other stuff that we didn't care about until the killing started.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I said the best way I can explain this movie is, it is a sketch that goes on for way too long. It just feels like a black sketch comedy show. Because those are all self-aware, and they all are making fun of themselves and making fun of the culture, in that way. It's just like Black Lady sketch show. Yeah. But it just keeps going.
That's true. And
you're just like, oh, okay,
right.
We're still going. Joke. That was funny. It's like, hey, I kept in my head like, this movie's still going. It definitely feels like it should have been. It feels like it should have been a 10-minute sketch.
Oh, okay. I feel you.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
But it was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
I was like, I keep saying, if you want to go and just laugh.
Yeah. Bring a friend with you.
Yeah.
Because, me and Jovi, like it's fun. Like, when they're having their arguments, Jovi would say, oh my gosh, that's me, right? And,
right? Something I would say. Like, it's like an immediate response.
Right.
And I was like, wow, naturally I would say that, and it's like, wow, that's.
Oh yeah, no, they do some things that only your black people would understand.
It's like, I was like, wow,
black French, it's like
culturally, it's like these are like automatics, and it's very funny, and it's if you can appreciate that kind of comedy, this because it is the stereotypes.
Yeah.
And hey.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think like you said, it is. It's funniest when they're, I guess, debating or arguing stereotypes at each other. So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's all we got.
We're not destroying it. It's just like,
yeah, it is
what it is. It's great to see a full cast of black people on big screen.
Yeah. I probably would not go see this again in a theater.
No.
But if it came on TV, I might watch it.
And same here. And if I would just throw it on, you got a group of people in the house, you're all hanging out, drinking, having a good time. That'd be funny movie just to have on.
That's true.
It is like, again, that's what saves it.
Yeah. What you gonna give this thing, man?
A 2.5 because why were all the doors locked and they had special remotes and they were some dumb Southern hicks and a random guy.
Spoilers.
No. Take all that out.
I'm keeping that in.
Take all that out.
I'm actually going to go a little higher than you, bro. I'm going to give this one, because it's more than I thought it was going to be. I'll give it a 3.
Oh, okay.
I'll give it a 3.5. So your score is Smart Couch Review score is going to be a 3.
Okay. But then I can agree with that.
That's what we got.
Go see it if you're black. It sounds so bad.
Yeah. Because
the last movie review that's up right now, I would say anybody can
watch that.
No,
I was just about to say that because you mentioned how it was like they had jokes. I think it was Italian
jokes.
Yeah, they had jokes for them
did not get,
but then they had jokes for everyone else.
Yeah.
This one from the jump, you can tell. Only black people would understand this.
Yes.
So. Yeah. That's it, y'all. The Blackening. When you eventually see it, which it comes out. Well, it comes out a little while from now, a couple weeks from now. But when you eventually see it, let us know what you think. Right down there. If you like what you've seen on the channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and the little bell. Ding. Appreciate that. And yeah, until next time, y'all. We out.
Deuces.
Shout out to our friends over at the Grand Shucket. They really do hold it down, and if you don't know who they are, you will definitely want to. So go check out their website at thegrandshucket.com. There you will find all you will ever need in the world of anime, manga, TV shows, movies, books, comic books, video games. They have it all in one nice, simple, consolidated space. They post written reviews on all that stuff, and they have several hundred episodes of podcasts that are, quite frankly, hilarious. So go ahead, check out their website. Again, thegrandshucket.com. And also give them a follow on Twitter. That way you will never not be in the know.